Welcome to the JAMODI podcast, where we interview coaches and leaders to find out not just what they do, but how they do what they do. Becoming the best version of ourselves is JAMODI, just a matter of doing it. How do you handle defeat directly after a game with your team in the locker room?
Oh, man. Non-COVID year. Usually after home games, after every home game, I let my kids go over and see the crowd and see their fans, greet their fans.
Win or loss, you let them go over?
They're not going to hear what I have to say. Yeah. After a win, they're too excited to hear what we have to say. Mm-hmm. After a loss, they're not going to hear what we have to say anyway. Licking some wounds. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had some before where I've kept them in the locker room a long time. And I think the joke this year was, Coach, you kept us in the locker room for 22 minutes after the game. I said, well, that's 1 minute for each turnover. I said, you don't want to be in there longer? Don't turn the ball over as much. That doesn't do a whole lot. That's not real positive. It's not positive at all.
It's funny though. It's funny.
It is funny. And we all laughed about it. And, a couple games later, we had a few turnovers and I said, hey,
less time.
Right, I got nothing. See? So I try to live by that. But after a game, win or loss, home game, I like our guys to go see the fans. That shows that the fans are appreciated. It can take some of the sting out of a loss.
And it probably gives you a few minutes to calm down and allow the emotion of it to go away as well.
Yeah. After I go outside and break a clipboard or something like that, I don't do that very often. But I have been, or my hand. Yeah. I've broken my hand before on the sideline. I think you were at that game.
Yeah.
But that wasn't after the game.
No.
But in terms of getting kids to see their friends, getting kids to see their parents, that can do a couple things. Number one, it shows them a greater value, relationships. It shows them, it can take some of the sting out of it. If a kid didn't play or if they didn't play well, they can go meet with mom or dad or their friends. I've just found that 5 minutes or so does a lot of positive things for us. I kind of stole that from soccer. I think, if you watch any international soccer, which I don't watch much, but I feel like after the game, they go over and they clap their hands and kind of appreciate the fans.
Yeah.
And that's nice. It's not like, oh, well, that's sweet, honey. That's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's healthy. And we want people to come play the role that's a role inside of a culture or inside of a program. They can't do the heavy lifting, but they can encourage the heavy lifting. Why do they yell during free throws? Because they think they can influence the game. So let's go show them that we appreciate them. And so there are a lot of obvious things that does, and there are some subtle things that does as well. But really, outside of that, we try and limit it. I let the kids talk on the bus. I don't want it to be a prison sentence. I would rather have kids come on the bus and enjoy it. Sometimes we'll stop by Quick Trip on the way home. We've been known to do that before. I had to stop by Quick Trip. Everybody gets a big cue and a bag of chips or whatever. And again, we enjoy fellowship, and it gives me time to think about it. I've done a lot of things, but those are probably the most practiced things.
I think those are great ideas. And I think helping us as coaches to get past what our high school coaches did, just because they did it that way doesn't mean it's the right thing to do right now. Like if we lost a game, not coaches didn't want to hear a peep out of us on the way home. Let the guys enjoy each other, enjoy the time that they have. I think those are great reminders.
I mean, I've never known a coach that wants to lose.
Yeah.
I've never met one. And for that matter, when kids are signing up to be on a team, I don't think they want to lose. I think they want to succeed. And and so that's every team's different. Every team handles it differently. Some kids, it's in the same way that when you have my sons handle discipline different. We always hear about, well, the one kid you look at them like sternly and they start crying, and you look at the other one sternly and they go, what? Every kid handles it differently.
Yeah.
I have found that more, I don't think I've had to reaffirm what I've said on the following day's practice. So if we lose on Tuesday and we practice on Wednesday, I don't think I've ever gone back and said, hey guys, remember what I said last night? Usually it's, hey guys, I need to tell you, I'm sorry for what I said last night.
Yeah.
We can tend to spit venom and destroy confidence, and we can make major withdrawals out of the culture of our program based on how we respond to a loss. And the other thing, you look at mindset or culture code, mindset, Carol Dweck, and culture code, Daniel Coyle. And they talk about a growth mindset. Love watching you work hard. Love watching you work hard. It's good watching you grind, good watching you struggle, good watching you make some adjustments. A lot of good things there. Mm-hmm. It'll keep them coming back for more, and it starts giving them more ownership of, oh, this is how we operate. It's based on how we operate, not our results.
Thank you for checking out today's episode. Please take a moment to subscribe to this podcast, share it with your fellow coaches, and find us on social media for what's coming up next on the JAMODI podcast. It's just a matter of doing it.